MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball. Jesus Luzardo will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully, he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game first game of this series and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, Dero. If there's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set, that's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Here's a high pop-up. Chapman is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
The next twin up, Jorge Polanco. He's been productive at the plate in the series with 6 hits coming into this one. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Luzardo has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Counts even, 2 and 2 for Polanco.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Ball 3. 3 and 2 now. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. Well hit to right, but no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. The next 3-2. A bouncer up the middle. Simeon's got it. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Nelson.
So digging in now, Nelson Cruz. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Two out, nobody on. Fastball called for strike 2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Homer Bailey is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Hit back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
So now it's Mark Canha as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in 2-1 on the young season and off to a good start.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Roll. You'd love to win this fourth game of the series. They dropped game one. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they get...
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
At the plate now, Marcus Semien fouled off. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Marcus Semien is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. He's set. Here it comes. Matt Olson comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Laureano at second. Canha at first. 2 out in the inning. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. His lifetime numbers against Bailey. He's 1 for 3. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
A's strand a couple. We are still scoreless. Stepping in, Miguel Sano. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Miguel Sano.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
0-1.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Garver.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Behind 0-2 now. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Stepping in now, Luis Arias. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Arias.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 1 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
Hey.
3-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
There's ball 4. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and into bat next, the utility man extraordinaire Marwin Gonzalez. Has a look, now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
2-2 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. One ball and 2 strikes to count. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. Chris Davis next to bat. Comes in 0 for 9 in the series so far, so looking to turn things around in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
That is done. The right fielder, Steven.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
A ball and no strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
Moving up to the plate.
Now here's the pitch.
Center fielder, number 25.
Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, left field.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 11. Shortstop, Jorge.
Digging in to try it again. Jorge Polanco. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
The bouncer to the left side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1. And that brings up Chad Pinder, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First pitch on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the concrete staircases and gone.
You're going to get one fastball right down the middle, probably once or twice a game, and you cannot miss it. And he did not miss it. He roasted that pitch.
Up next,
into the box, Mark Hanna. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip.
Nope.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
Count is 1-2.
Fouled away. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Marcus Semien is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a chopper to first might only get one. Fielded cleanly. There's one. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
2-1 to the A's first baseman.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Count even at 2-2. Three and 2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
On the ground to the right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Well, the A's come back. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing. By with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Hey, that's not an easy pitch to hold your swing up. I know it looked like it was way off the plate. Good job not swinging at it.
Now the 2-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Laureano will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The first baseman, number 22.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. At the plate, Mitch Garver, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. In there, no balls and a strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left, his second of the game, and the Twins move out on top 2-1.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
In now, Luis Arias.
The batter, number 2. Second baseman.
A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. This is popped up. Olsen shading to his right. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-1 Minnesota. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wachner.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in, Matt Chapman. He'll match up with Homer Bailey now to lead off the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And there's a base hit on the line. Chapman rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. He pulls into 2nd safely as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
The catcher, Austin.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Allen, playing here in his age 26 season. He was a fourth-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's 4-2.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan, but when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to the plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch, and that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, his manager must have a lot of faith in him, and I'm not sure why. He's given up 5 hits in this inning alone, and it doesn't look like it's going to come to an end anytime soon.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ramon Laureano. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Kepler arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Mark Canha.
So stepping in, Mark Canha. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
3 runs already home here. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Simeon in an 0-2 hole here.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
This is foul right side. So he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Swung on and chopped to first. Reined in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that brings up the former American League MVP Josh Donaldson, and that misses inside. 1-0. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2.
Wow, I want that one if I'm on the bump. But let's be real, I want all the close ones.
Hard on the ground towards short. Simeon's there. And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder,
Here's Byron Buxton now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Now batting.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Two 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Outside, 3-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. The throw home, and they will not get him at the plate. The runner's safe, and it's now a 1-run game at 4-3.
Now batting, designated hitter.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Here's Nelson Cruz now as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty on his horse. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning now. In now, Matt Olson. He was a ground out victim last time up. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Up next for Oakland, the third baseman.
Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope, that's inside.
4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. That's inside. 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
That one's in there. 3-1. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Buxton is there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Chris Davis. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Strike two swinging just out in front of the slider. We're in the 5th inning of a 4-3 ball game here. Popped him up. Sano in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's are gone in order, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Miguel Sano. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo shot that time for Miguel Sano. Second home run early in the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it as he'll be credited with a no decision. Mike Fiers takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. Mitch Garver will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
Standing in now, Luis Arias. Here's a pop-up now. Fires. Will do this himself, and that's the first out.
Up next for the Twins.
Digging in once again, Marwin Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch fastball swung out and missed 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And that misses 2-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. So a full count now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another full count pitch home. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Davis. In there, a base hit.
The third baseman, number 24, Josh Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. The 1-1 home. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the alley as it heads out toward Mount Davis for extra bases. And that'll add an insurance run there from second to make this a 6-4 game now.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
So that'll bring in Byron Buxton, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Here's the 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Racing back the center fielder at the track. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Second home run early in the year, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team. Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Lou Trevino will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Nelson Cruz is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 of this series.
And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So striding in, Stephen Piscotty. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
No balls and a strike to count.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Good knuckle curve, and he's got him behind 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. And he got him. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is...
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Hey, there's a base hit right there. Now they have a couple of runners on with less than 2 outs, but they're down by so much in this game that hopefully maybe they can get something started here in this inning.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. I played the game a long time. I've never seen a big league hitter give an at-bat away. You chip away and fight until that 27th out is made.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
First and second now, 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
To the plate now, Mark Canha, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Sent out to straightaway center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. They trail it here 9-4. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
At the plate now, Mitch Garver, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. And he's looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his 4th in the ball game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You know, talk about having a great day. 4 home runs in one game. I would say that's more than great. That's a spectacular day.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Luis Arias.
At the plate, Luis Arias. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Piscotty in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 9, Marwin.
Standing in, Marwin Gonzalez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And right into the shift. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Piscotty is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Twins add on thanks to this solo shot. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Twins 10 and the Athletics 4. At the plate, Marcus Semien will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Cody Stashak is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Cody Stashak.
And now a pitch on the way. Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready once again, Matt Olson. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Nope.
Ball 1. In his career, Olson is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Ready now, Matt Chapman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. This one pretty well in the bag. Ready to begin the 8th. Up next for Minnesota, Josh Donaldson.
The third baseman, number 24, Josh Donaldson.
He's set, and the pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That's out.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Now to the plate, Byron Buxton. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. A runner at first with no outs here. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Max Kepler. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Here's the pitch. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. So striding forward now, Jorge Polanco. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Chased the fastball that time.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Went after the high one there. A swing and a miss.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. His last at bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder.
So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Austin Allen. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Now batting.
Striding in for Oakland, Chad Pinder. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Number 66 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for Minnesota, number 66.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
And that misses, ball 1.
Hey, if you know an umpire has a tight zone, as a hitter, you tighten your zone as well. No reason to go after the borderline pitches unless you really have to.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland, and that's not what they needed, down 10-4. J.B. Wendelken enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Leading off for Minnesota.
New inning set to get underway. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Nelson Cruz. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. Two and two.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
And he popped him up. Chapman has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer to the left side. That's through. He's got a base hit, his 2nd in this one. 2 for 5 now.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Mitch Garver will stand in yet again, and he's looking for history now. We take you back to his last home run. This was his 4th of the ball game, and it needn't be said that 5 in a game has never been done before. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Ball 3, 3-0. Luis Arias is on deck. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
Down to 3-1.
Runners on first with one down. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
From the stretch. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Runners are at first and second with one away. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Name of the game out on a mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Now the 2-1. This is pulled into right. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
D-Roll, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bases are loaded with only one out. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's the 2-1 home. On a swing to forget there, it's back even at 2-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Hard liner to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. The relay. Now he's safe at second as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Ramon Laureano, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch. And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
2 strikes.
Now the pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. Slow roller out to short. He's right there. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now back, the designated hitter, Mark.
Striding forward now is the DH, Mark Hanna. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit sharply to the left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Up next for Oakland.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
3-0 to him now. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. Striding into the box, Matt Chapman. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Matt Chapman.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Last strike now for Oakland. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The left fielder, number 2.
Here's another look at it right here as he drives it right between the 2 outfielders, heading towards the right center field wall. He was flying out of the box, so I think he was thinking triple all the way. By the time they get it back in, he's safely into third.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the 0-1. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 13-6. The final score in this ball game. The Twins scored a lucky 13 in this one. Homer Bailey earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show.
In the AL Central, Mitch Garver blasted 4 home runs,
Leading the Twins to the win over the A's.
13-6. As of today,
The A's are in third place in the AL West,
while the Twins
are leading the American League Central. The Royals
knocked out 10 hits as a team
as they beat the White Sox on the south side 6-2.
heading into the day.
The White Sox sit in second place in the AL Central Division,
And the Royals are 4th in the division.
the Indians
Completed a short 2-game sweep
as they defeated the visiting Tigers 3-2.
at the start of the day,
The Indians are in second place in the AL Central,
while the Tigers are 4th in the division.
the Rays
Finished off a 2-game sweep
as they
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. Number 49, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully, he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is swung on and missed on a great pitch that time, and the leadoff man is down on strikes to get this one started. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. One out, nobody on. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and one away. He's set. Here it comes. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. And a pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. Grounder down the line at third. Polanco on third. Cruz at second with one away. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Here's a huge swing by Rosario and a deep drive to right field. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And next, the dangerous power threat, Josh Donaldson. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Hits this one hard the other way, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning, a 3-run bomb and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, you can tell, Dan. He's going to have to execute a little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitter's meeting, and they were ready. They're keeping their front shoulders in, looking for something up, out, over, and they are not missing it.
Stepping in now, Ehire Adrianza. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 3 runs already home here. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Pitch on its way to Avila.
Nope.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Jake Cave started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1 from the belt. Kicks and deals. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first, and the Twins have taken a 4-0 lead. Ulysses Chacin gets the ball for the Twins in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Striding in, Malik Smith. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Malik Smith.
Now the pitch. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, it's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Digging in now for the Mariners, D. Gordon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The pitch. Gordon bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
The count now at 2-2. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the payoff pitch home. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And into bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seager. 1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, he threw that pitch with the purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Kyle Seager becomes out number 2 this inning. Chacin comes set. Here's the first pitch. Daniel Vogelback is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
He loses him on ball 4. Next for Seattle, Shed Long. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Left side, but well foul. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Rosario is there.
And the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. At the plate, Max Kepler 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The right fielder, Max Kepler.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-1. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. He's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Polanco. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Ball 2 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 to him now. Here's the pitch. And he'll just watch the cut fastball here for strike 1. 3-1. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work. Next will be the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone. And then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Standing in now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Two 2-0 to the Twins left fielder.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. From the stretch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Smith retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Chacin has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7,
Now at the plate, Kyle Lewis. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. In the air out to left. Rosario is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the shortstop J.P. Crawford. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes a cold strike 1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Eury Adrianza is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Lifted into center field. Smith in pursuit, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And this is just a cut fastball. He's trying to sneak in the back door. He's unable to get it done. Leaves it right over the heart of the plate, and that's just too easy for a guy like this. He's licking his chops as the ball arrives, and he drills it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
To the plate now, Marwin Gonzalez as he lines it out to center. That's in there, base hit. And they'll tack on 1 more as this is now a 5-0 game.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher, Alex Avila.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nobody out, runner on first. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Pitch on its way to Avila, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Here comes the Seattle skipper on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Here's the first pitch to him. Jake Cave will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Ramirez, just 24 years of age. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Seager fields it cleanly. The second for 1. On to first. So he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
field.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Max Kepler. He's set and the pitch. Tried to check it and it's 0-1. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around and the inning. In now the Mariners DH, Dylan Moore, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And there's ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Adrianza trying to get there. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, Malik.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Malik Smith. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's the ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Ball even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Another 2-2 offering. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
0-1 the count. Chacín's ready. Here's the delivery.
Inside, ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. Need to get it going. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. It was a walk in his last trip.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hey guys, I think the pitcher was just trying to steal a strike right there. I do not think he expected to get ambushed on an 0-0 get me over breaking ball, but that's exactly what happened.
Ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Here now the 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Fouled off. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
0-2, here it comes.
Count is 1 and 2.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And it's fouled away. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
The third baseman, number 24.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Has a look, now the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
First and second now, 1 man out. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Ready for another shot now. Ehire Adrianza. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the...
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kyle Seager comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Rosario
has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelbach. He drew a walk his first time up.
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left.
Rosario
is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Jed Long.
Digging in now, Shed Long. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They can't chip into that 5.
Now batting, Marwin Gonzalez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Going back is the center fielder, and it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate now, Alex Avila. Fouled away. It was a walk in his last trip. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2. Base is empty here with nobody out. He pulls this one into right. Gordon is there, 1 away.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And in to hit next will be Jake Cave. And he'll try to hold up on the pitch inside, but to no avail, and that's the first strike. Down and away, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
Started. The chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 locks him up for strike 3.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Full count to Max Kepler. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this guy.
And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
At the plate, Jorge Polanco. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. The pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Popped him up. Seager moving to his left. And the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Last half of the 5th coming up. Twins lead it 7-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the corner and slicing foul. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Again, a 1-2.
That's outside. Count full.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Into the box now, Kyle Lewis. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Cave is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, J.P.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Chacin steps into the windup, and the pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And a close play at first, but he's called out, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Dan, I know you fight as a
when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike one and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1, not a good time to throw a fastball.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. One and two now.
The count is 1 and 2.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call. On a guy's check swing, it's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, A-Ray Adrianza.
Stepping up to the plate, Eire Adrianza, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Popped him up. Seager is there. And that's the third out. 1 hit, 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Stepping into the box, Dylan Moore. He flew out in his last at bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Cave is right there, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 00.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Malik Smith. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Right back at him and off his glove. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Hit out towards second. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Danger of Nestor Cortes Jr. comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. And that catches the outside edge. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box, Alex Avila, as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
After that slider away, he must have set his sights out there, because he took that fastball in like he had no chance.
Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Got him.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
First delivery to him on the way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
To the plate now, Max Kepler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Smith's on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The bat, number 11, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Stepping up now, Jorge Polanco. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
High in the air into shallow left center. Lewis is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Twins strand a pair, but they're still in control, 7-0. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelback. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Pitch on the way. And it's fouled away. Now the 2-1 pitch.
The count is 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
In now, Shed Long. Towards second. And that's the second out. Standing in, Tom Murphy. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Chacin looks in. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he misses there. 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
At the plate now, Kyle Lewis, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Murphy ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
At the plate, J.P. Crawford, as he sends it on the ground to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag by Avila, too late, safe at home plate.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send in a close play, but it all worked out.
So now to the plate, Dylan Moore, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Pops this one up. Adrianza over to his left.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Twins are in front, 7-2. Brendan Brennan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready for another chance? Nelson Cruz. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's another 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Stepping into the box, Eddie Rosario. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Josh Donaldson waits on deck. And a curious looking swing that time, as he likely had ball 4 there, but instead it's 3-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. So coming to the plate, Ehire Adrianza. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. No balls and 1 strike. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. So here's Malik Smith. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Tyler Duffy is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. In there for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
2-1 count now to the Mariners' leadoff batter. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Mariners center fielder now with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, the right fielder, D. Gordon.
And here's the speedster, D. Gordon. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Gordon is retired, 2 down now. Settling in now, Kyle Seager. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Hang on. You got time.
2 out, nobody on. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Matt McGill enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. Into the box, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball, or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Alex Avila, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
So here's Jake Cave to the plate, as he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And it's 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 1 out and a runner on second base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Max Kepler, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. And this will be fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Daniel Vogelbach. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Shed Long swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the ball.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Kepler is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Into the box now, Tom Murphy. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first here is going to do it, and the Twins have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Minnesota Twins put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Ulysses Chassin earns his first win of the season. Number 49 only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on